Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bad News with BadBlake. This will be episode 9. So, anyone who's familiar with the news, the Matrix News Organization, the MNO, if you're familiar with the MNO, then you've seen the past week all about the Trump bloodbath. Supposedly, former President Trump threatened a bloodbath if he was not elected in this next election. The clip I'm about to play for you is proof that he, in fact, did not say that. So, once again, the Matrix has lied. But the difference is that this time the Matrix took it upon themselves to not even attempt to conceal the lie. They put out their own evidence proving themselves wrong, and yet they perpetrated to the world that this was the case. And that is just purely false. Anyone who watches this Fox News, the MSM, the CNN, the Convict News Network, anybody who watches any of those news organizations at this point, you're just plain stupid. They're lying to you right to your face. You're a matrix minded slave if you're unable to see that for yourself. So here's the clip. Watch and see.
Mexico has taken, over a period of 30 years, 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it, went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. But they're not going to sell those cars. They're building massive factories of.
And as you just seen in that clip, it is all false information. Donald Trump didn't say there was going to be a bloodbath because he lost the election. No, he simply made a statement to President Xi of China and said, listen, you know the art of the deal. I wrote a book on it. I'm sure President Xi has read said book and understands it thoroughly. Then when Donald Trump says there's going to be a bloodbath in business, there's going to be a bloodbath in business. He didn't become a cutthroat real estate billionaire for no reason. He didn't do that on accident. It was years of hard work and taking out competition day by day. He threatened a bloodbath. He threatened democracy. And everyone likes to say the January 6th, the second greatest scam in America in the past 5 years. Bunch of retards running around the White House, and we call it, what do we call it? A insurrection. Wow. It's the worst insurrection I've ever seen. Ever. It sucked. It was the worst insurrection ever, without a doubt. To say that Donald Trump called for a bloodbath just is not the case. And the clip I'm about to play is a clip of the news organizations and their statements on this and what they have to say about people like me who are making excuses for President Trump, as they would say.
Talking about a bloodbath for America. It's laid out in the terms of it. And these idiots on Twitter, these idiots on cable news, these idiots on Sunday shows going, well, yeah, presidents, he was talking only about the auto industry, and this is one more. It's just bullshit. Let me say that at 6:15 a.m. It's just bullshit. He knew what he was doing. We're not stupid. Americans aren't stupid. He was talking about a bloodbath. Sometimes a bloodbath means a bloodbath. And when he finishes by saying, and that's just going to be the least of it, seriously, these people may be stupid. We're not.
Thank you for the shout out, MSNBC. I appreciate it. As a proud idiot of Twitter who's making excuses and saying Donald Trump was automobile industry, I will proudly accept my title as a Twitter idiot. That's all I am. Bad News with BadBlake, brought to you by Idiots Backstage. As you heard him say, we're idiots. If you watch a full-length video and not just a clip out of context, you are, in fact, an idiot. Your brain doesn't work. You're incompetent. It's it's just a shame. I mean, the fact that they will sit on TV, like he said, at 6:15 in the morning, and these idiots, it's bullshit. He'll say that at 6:15 in the morning, and he's full of shit. How do you wake up at 6:15 in the morning, go on live TV, and tell a big fat fib? Just doesn't quite make sense. Like, you woke up this morning to go lie to America? Really? You couldn't maybe lie to someone else, like another country? No, wake up, 6:15, lie to Americans. MSNBC news plan for the week, I just laid it out for you. Wake up, lie to Americans. Every single day, that's what they do. So that's why you should, in fact, only watch Bad News with BadBlake. And I know I said it on the last one, but I'm going to be more regular. Videos weekly, dropping these babies back to back to back. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to get it done. Everyone stay classy. And thank you for tuning in to Bad News with BadBlake.